Siemaneczko, mam nadzieję, że live już się zaczął. Zaczął się? Nie zaczął się jeszcze? Jest. Jest. Gramy dalej w Black Mirror. Ja, Dariusz, nie gram już w Dead by Daylight. Gruszka gra. Jak będziecie chcieli kiedyś zagrać, to tylko z gruszką. No, dobra. Podgląd już mam, dam wam znać na Discordzie. Live się zaczął na TikToku. Świetnie. No, widzę, że jest pierwsza. Dzień dobry, bal, obecność. Zaczynamy nowy tydzień obecności. Jest to tydzień 8. I jesteś pierwsza i masz pierwszą obecność. Gratulacje. Gruszka, obecność. Do 23. Gruszka, obecność. Dzisiaj mam wolne. Wreszcie, kurwa, mam cały dzień wolny. I możemy, kurwa, grać cały dzień. Wreszcie. Dziękuję Ci, Boże. Dobra, mamy zrobić film. W sensie wywołać zdjęcia. To myślę, że będzie trudna zagadka. Muszę sobie przypomnieć, co on mówił na koniec, jak tutaj wszedł. Więc dajcie mi chwilę. Aha, nie mam tego jeszcze udostępnionego. To chuj, nie zobaczymy. Boże, super było kazanie. Wyspowiadałam się. Raczej Gruszka się wyspowiadała ze wszystkich swoich grzechów w Dead by Daylight, więc już ma czyste konto. Piweczka mi nalała, stópki mi myła, więc... Dobra, więc mamy film.
I'd better leave it here. I can't do much with it outside the dark room anyway.
Weź ten film. Włóż go.
First of all, light off.
O Boże.
First, I ought to get everything together that I'm gonna need to develop the film.
O Boże. Oczywiście i fajki, i piwo, wszystko przyniosłaś. Dariusz jest zadowolony. Więc może pozwolić ci dzisiaj zagrać w Dead by Daylight na jego PlayStation? Ale nie wiem, zobaczymy.
First, I ought to get everything together that I'm gonna need to develop the film.
Boże, wywoływacz.
At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop.
O Boże, naczynie na wodę, naczynie na wywoływacz. Wywoływacz.
At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop.
Boże, nie wkurwiaj mnie.
First, I ought to get everything together that I'm gonna need to do.
Znaczy nie na wodę. Woda.
As long as I don't want to develop any pictures, that doesn't make...
Boże, jakiś dramat.
I'd better leave it here.
Co ja mam tu zrobić?
First, I ought to get everything together.
Żartujesz? Kurwa, żartujesz sobie.
That's the dish for the stop bath. You can only put... As long as I don't want to develop any pictures, that doesn't make...
Co ty kurwa potrzebujesz jeszcze?
That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected onto the sheet.
Czy ja mam arkusz papieru fotograficznego? Kurwa, nie mam. Skąd ja mam go wziąć? Wziąć. Papier fotograficzny. Skąd ja mam kurwa wziąć papier fotograficzny? Ja pierdolę.
It works.
Potrzebuję przezroczy lub negatywa. No ciekawe. Skąd ja mam wziąć papier fotograficzny? Skąd? Skąd? Papier fotograficzny. Papier kurwa fotograficzny. Nie mam takich rzeczy. Aha, musimy znaleźć awizo. Awizo musimy znaleźć. Awizo. Tu były drzwi. Kurwa, jak to zrobić?
Monument Valley in Utah. Obviously the Wild West ever since John Ford made those films of his. Now, where's John Wayne riding his stallion?
Plaża.
Some photo of a beach and an ocean. The screen is fixed. I can't just rip up the screen. Fuller would know, but the screen can be pushed up out of the way.
Jaki zatrzask? Jaki kurwa zatrzask?
The screen is fixed firmly to the wall. It's glued to a wooden pole at the bottom that's held to the wall with two clips. Fuller's secret doors behind it.
Gdzie są kurwa zatrzaski? Niby gdzie? Deski podłogowe.
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do with Fuller's secret door. But right now I've got more important things to do than snoop around after Fuller. This place in the floor is definitely...
No jak to? A awizo? Potrzebujesz papier do wywołania.
A timeless, plain and... I'm not gonna touch any lit light bulb.
Skąd ja mam wziąć kurwa awizo?
There's nothing more that interests me in this. What have we got here? The US?
Avizo!
A greasy map. The USA around.
Avizo! Gdzie jest kurwa avizo?
Fuller's Old Fat. Nothing stands out. Perhaps this little angular hole on the clock face. Is that how you wind it up? I think I'll leave the...
Sześciokątny otwór. Bez sensu. Gdzie jest avizo? Przepraszam, gdzie jest avizo? I need avizo.
I don't want to open the grill. I don't want to open the grill.
No to nie otwieraj. Gdzie jest kurwa avizo? Deski podłogowe. Potrzebuję avizo. Avizo.
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do with Fuller.
Boże, niech te pizda da mi avizo. W zadaniach. Utrwalacz. Potrzebujemy następujące rzeczy. Utrwalacz. Ooh. Thank you for your subscription. Subscription goal. Wow. We can change the subscription goal for 2. Wow, dziękuję. Subscription. Utrwalacz. Skąd? Czyli potrzebujemy utrwalacz. Avizo potrzebuję. Czyli avizo i utrwalacz. Ja pierdolę. Skąd ja mam to wziąć? Utrwalacz? Avizo i utrwalacz? Masakra. I brakuje nam avizo. Avizo, papier. I utrwalacz. Utrwalacz. Tak, pozwolę.
Basically, it's just a powerful lamp with a lens in front.
Gdzie jest utrwalacz? Utrwalacz.
A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want.
Utrwalacz. 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 Nic, już nic nie ma. Utrwalacz. Utrwalacz. Tu nic nie ma już. Boże, ja nie wiem, gdzie on ma avizo. Skąd ja mam wziąć to avizo? Potrzebuję w ogóle jakiegoś kluczyka. Awizo sobie wymyślili. Awizo. Tu nie ma żadnego awizo. Żadnego. W sejfie też nie ma żadnego awizo. Bez awizo, kurwa, nie dostaniesz tego.
If I unlock the door, then Fuller...
Dobra, musisz iść tyłem. Boże, jakaś masakra. Może ten koleś będzie miał.
I don't want to talk to him.
Radio. On nic nie ma już. Wyczerpaliśmy rozmowę z nim. Śmietnik.
How nice. Ugh, not a particularly pleasant smell. Ugh. A guy in a uniform. Seems to be a security guard. Someone who guards over other... I don't want to speak to him. If I felt... I'm not gonna feel any...
I'll be right there.
No to chodź tu. Come here, bitch. Oczywiście.
I no longer work for Fuller.
Good for you.
I don't know what's going on between you and Fuller, but I've got nothing to do with it. Mind if I ask you a few things?
If it's not gonna take too long.
No gadaj ze mną.
Psst, Mrs. Biber.
Play with me.
Yes, what can I get you?
What can you tell me about Bedford?
I grew up here. I guess I always wanted to move away from here.
But, well, that never happened.
Well, I met my husband when I was 17. And we opened the diner here. It was a wonderful time.
Ah, yes.
I couldn't have known then that he was so... that he... I have to get back to work. You want anything else?
Wyspowiadam się i mnie nie pokaże. Muszę być religijny jak gruszka. Myślę, że ona jakoś wpłynie na mnie i będę też chodził do kościoła na 7 rano, tak jak ona. Boże, co my mamy tu zrobić? Skąd ja mam wziąć jebane awizo?
What would I want there?
Idź do szpitala. O, Paulinka, obecność. Good work. Pielęgniarka.
I don't want to stop her from doing her job.
Już nikogo kurwa nie zatrzymujesz od pracy. O, dobry pomysł. Dobry
Better read the
pomysł.
scale.
Dobry pomysł.
No change. She's breathing peacefully and evenly, but no sign that she's conscious of what's going on around her.
Myślicie, że był taki głupi, że nie wyciągnął awizo ze skrzynki?
A nice one. Quite classical. And it looks quite expensive for Mom's taste. You can swivel the telescope on the
Przepraszam,
tripod.
Mariola już
And
nie
hey,
jest
there's a compass
aktualna.
attached to the top to show the direction you're looking.
Teraz jest gruszka, nie jesteś na bieżąco.
A nice one. A nice one. I don't have to call right now. Oh my god! The real.
Wow, masz czajnik z powrotem. To już jest nasza prywatna sprawa. Życie jest bardzo dynamiczne, życie się zmienia.
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it. I had a shower here. I ate some of it for her sake.
To ja decyduję w tej relacji z gruszką. Niestety. Ale była dzisiaj grzeczna, będzie mogła zagrać sobie w Dead by Daylight. Ale jeszcze nie wiem jak długo. I tu nie ma żadnej skrzynki.
There's a notice hanging on the door. Locked. But I bet the... There's a notice hanging on the door.
Albo ona u mnie, albo ja u niej, niedobrze.
Locked.
Albo wynajmujemy jakieś
Phone hasn't checked
mieszkanko
the
na
back
bok.
door.
Za dużo byś chciał wiedzieć. To jest private stuff. Ja tutaj na live'ach nie jestem prywatnie, tylko publicznie jako Gamers Cross. I zajmujemy się tylko grami i rozmawianiem o grach. Uwierz mi, nie chciałbyś. Tu jest skrzynka, ale nie można nic.
Freedom awaits back there. Freedom awaits.
Nic tu nie ma. Gdzie on ma to jebane awizo? A może nie trzeba mieć awizo? Może trzeba jakoś podpuścić tą lasencję ze sklepu poczty. Jest lasencja. Tu nic nie ma.
Now I wonder, there might be a mention of the... Really? Willow Creek pops up in the index. Page 42, section Horror, Hauntings, and History. Let's see.
O, szlakiem mordercy. O, pamiętacie jedynkę? Amatorzy makabry z pewnością nie pożałują pieniędzy wydanych na wizytę w Willow Creek. To właśnie w tym małym, sennym angielskim miasteczku można wybrać się w podróż śladami Samuela Gordona, rozpruwacza z Worcestershire. Ha! Nawet nie wiesz, jak Mariola wygląda. Wynajmij pokój w hotelu będącym niegdyś sanatorium Asbury. Potomek jednego z najstarszych angielskich rodów, zamek Gordonów, położony jest blisko miasta, lecz nie jest udostępniony dla zwiedzających. Zamordował 5 osób w 1981. Wśród nich znajdował się Wiktor, który miał zaledwie 12 lat. Muzeum w Willow Creek zaprasza wszystkich miłośników grozy na zwiedzanie stałej wystawy poświęconej tym morderstwom oraz organizuje wycieczki z przewodnikiem w okresie od kwietnia do października. Tak, to trzeba jej przyznać. Haruje jak wół.
There it is. Only a small box. Willow Creek on the trail of the killer. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek, for in this sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper. The scion
Czekaj, zaraz
of
ci
England's
powiem.
oldest families. The Willow... Charming little town. And from this horror resort is where my mom gets her monthly payments. Wonderful.
Dobrze, więc odejście z DBD Dariusza. Odszedłem z Dead by Daylight. Nie gram już w Dead by Daylight, bo za bardzo się wciągnąłem. Nic nie robiłem, tylko grałem w tą grę, nawet nie spałem po nocach, bo był licznik. Musisz grać, musisz zrobić nowy event, nowe zadania, nowy rift, musisz wszystko zrobić, zapłaciłeś, musisz. I czułem się zmuszany do grania. Mimo że mi się bardzo podobała i się wciągnąłem i dalej mi się podoba, to za duży impact miała na moje życie ta gra i za dużo innych obszarów mojego życia ucierpiało przez tą grę. Więc odinstalowałem ją i przestałem w nią grać. I nie będę już grał w Dead by Daylight. Ale przekazałem swoje konto Dead by Daylight Gruszce, która już pierwsze wideo, jak ona gra w Dead by Daylight, możecie zobaczyć na moim YouTubie. Jej przedstawienie na TikToku też. I ona teraz gra w Dead by Daylight na moim koncie za mnie. I ona kontynuuje moją spuściznę Dead by Daylight, jest głową rodziny. I ona będzie z wami grać. Ja już nie gram, wracam do moich gier, wracam w gry, w które chcę grać, a nie w gry, w które czuję, że muszę. No, to pokrótce, no. I Gruszka teraz gra w Dead by Daylight i czasem, jak jej pozwolę zagrać, to będą jakieś wideo z Dead by Daylight. Ale to muszę jej pozwolić i musi być grzeczna, żeby mi pozwolił, żeby grała. No, za bardzo. Ja się za bardzo wciągam. To jest niby płatna gra, ale jest jak free to play, a ja za bardzo się wciągam w gry free to play. Ja mam takie, muszę to zrobić, muszę i mogę grać godzinami, całymi dniami, żeby tylko zrobić ten event, żeby tylko zrobić te zadania, bo muszę. Musisz. Nic nie muszę i dlatego odinstalowałem grę. Ale Gruszka na moim PlayStation znowu zainstalowała tą grę. No i ona gra na moim koncie. Rozmawiałem z nią o tym i doszliśmy do wniosku, dobra Gruszka, bo są też fani Dead by Daylight na moim kanale, więc możesz grać za mnie. Zawsze jakiś plus, bo nie chcę porzucać Dead by Daylight całkiem, więc Gruszka będzie po prostu grała za mnie. Więc polecam wam Gruszkę, dajcie jej obserwacje i tak dalej, żeby być na bieżąco. Ona gra w Dead by Daylight teraz za mnie. Na moim koncie. Ale głównie gra na swoim, wiadomo, no nie. Na moim, jak jej pozwolę, bo to jest moje PlayStation, moje konto Dead by Daylight. Tu nic więcej nie ma. Wrócimy kiedyś, ale nie wiem jeszcze kiedy.
Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
What do you want?
The other package for Fuller.
Could well be.
Well,
Sure. No proof.
the...
Then you'll have to ask your boss for it. Nothing?
Ja pierdolę, gdzie jest to awizo?
Could well be.
Well,
Sure. Then you'll
the...
have to
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ja pierdolę. Chyba łaskawy. Jestem 100% facetem. Ktoś mi kiedyś napisał, no nie, że do gry Elden Ring trzeba mieć jaja. A ja się go zapytałem, czy 2 wystarczą. A on powiedział, że wystarczą, ale zależy, czy żeńskie, czy męskie. A ja się go zapytałem, a to jajka mają płeć? Nie wiedziałem.
First of all, I need Angelina's photo prints.
Ja pierdolę, nie wiem skąd mam wziąć to awizo. Tak? Genialne, no nie? Ktoś mi też napisał, że dobrze, że przestałeś grać w Dead by Daylight, bo niszczyłeś grę swoim sposobem grania, swoim stylem gry. Po prostu genialne. Mam nadzieję, że Gruszka nie niszczy gry swoim stylem gry. Ciekawe, jakie będzie miał opinię do gry Gruszki. Jestem bardzo ciekaw. Dobra, kochani, nie wiem, gdzie jest awizo. Naprawdę nie mam pojęcia, gdzie jest to jebane awizo. I nie wiem, kurwa, gdzie jest ten utleniacz. Skąd ja mam, kurwa, wziąć te rzeczy? Brakuje mi 2 rzeczy i ja nie wiem, skąd je mam. Dlatego musimy zajrzeć do solucji. O, coś nam umknęło. Coś nam umknęło. Wixeros, dostajesz obecność. Nagrodą za posiadanie najwięcej obecności w nadchodzącym tygodniu plus ten dzień jest wybranie gry, w którą zagram. Więc dałem ci tą obecność. Wixeros. No chyba, że nie jesteś zainteresowany, to cię wykreślę z listy obecności. No, to spoko. Widzisz, masz już pierwszą. W niedzielę po ostatnim live'ie będzie ogłoszenie, kto wygrał, jak zawsze. Czyli w szpitalu jest jakaś karta. W szpitalu jest jakaś karta. Nie tutaj, do szpitala. W szpitalu jest jakaś karta do wzięcia. Od dzisiaj. Od dzisiaj zaczynamy nowy tydzień. Od dzisiaj zbieracie znowu obecności. I jak przejdziemy Black Mirror 2, to przejdę do gier, które wyście wybrali. Wiem, ale wtedy nie liczyliśmy obecności. Zaczynamy nowy jakby tydzień. Poza tym, Paulinka, wygrałaś ostatnio. Jeszcze nie wybrałaś gry, ale no, jak już dojdę do twojej wygranej, to wybierzesz jakąś. To się do ciebie zgłoszę. Jesteśmy dużo gier do tyłu. Musimy przejść Beyond Two Souls. Musimy zagrać w Chained Together od Valve. Musimy zagrać w Desperate Housewives od Dariusza. I dopiero później będzie twoja gra, którą wybierzesz. Ale w tym tygodniu też możesz wygrać, bo jakby był taki długi odstęp, że możesz wygrać w tym tygodniu też. A już nie pamiętam, musiałem zobaczyć na Discorda, przepraszam, bo to już dużo czasu minęło. Jak ja grałem w Dead by Daylight, to byłem tak zaślepiony tą grą, że w ogóle wszystko poszło w odstawkę. A, wybraliśmy, faktycznie. Wybraliśmy. Czekaj, co to była za gra? A, Rayman Trójka. Rayman Trójka po polsku. Wybraliśmy. To będziemy też grać, ja sobie zapiszę. Rayman 3.pl. Dobrze. No, wybraliśmy, pamiętam. No. Tu jest gdzieś. Tu ma być gdzieś.
No change.
No ale gdzie to jest? Nie mam czego tego. Cztówka, list. Gdzie niby w szpitalu jest ta kartka? Co? Już tu nie ma nic.
No change.
Tu nie ma już nic.
The monitor shows me.
Nie ma tu już nic. Co to za ściema jest? Gdzie to niby jest? Nie ma tu nic. Ja pierdolę. Aha. Collection note. O, siema. Dobra, musimy z post office, już przeczytałem. Demanium. Bo za bardzo się wczułem w tą grę i zaczęła jakby rzutować na moje inne sfery życia i miałem takie musisz grać, timer, musisz grać, musisz zrobić zadania, bo się czas kończy, nic nie muszę. Odinstalowałem, przekazałem konto Gruszce i ona teraz będzie grała za mnie. Więc... dziękuję za prezenty. Strasznie, ta gra mnie tak wciągnęła. Ja nie mogę grać w free to play, bo dla mnie Dead by Daylight jest trochę free to playem, bo ja się za bardzo wciągam w to i gram nocami w ogóle, bo muszę! Teraz Gruszka będzie grała za mnie, ona ma dystans do tej gry, więc... no właśnie, a jest tyle innych fajnych gier. A w Dead by Daylight można grać całe życie i nigdy się jej nie ukończy. Wiecie, o co chodzi. Ale przekazałem Gruszce moje konto. Ja też. Super mi się nimi gra. Bardzo mi się fajnie, raczej Gruszka mówiła, że fajnie się gra Billy. Billy jest fajny. Mówiła, że super jej się nimi gra, więc... lepiej niż w Raidhem i Trapperem. Jak już się nauczyłem grać Trapperem, to nawet mi się podobała nim gra. Też, to jest super, że to są jak dwie gry w jednym. Możesz grać i tym, i tym. Jak się znudzisz killerem, grasz surwem, więc to jest naprawdę super. A tutaj jest czyste awizo.
There's a few papers here. Some sort of forms and a pad of blank collection notes. I would imagine that the enchanting Rosie might possibly have some objection. There's a few papers here. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Is there maybe a package for me there, Darren Michaels?
Oh. Jest, mam awizo.
The lovely Rosie hasn't noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of a blank collection note.
Nope, nothing
I
there.
really don't think I need yet a...
Mamy awizo. Kurwa, jak on tutaj stoi, to skąd ja miałem widzieć, że tutaj jest awizo i że można na to kliknąć?
A blank collection note for a package. I better not fill out this collection note, Rena.
Nie grałem w tą część, bo bym pamiętał.
Good. I filled it out. One package for Fuller at his address. I've filled out the note so far. Hey, Rosie.
What do you want?
What do you want?
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the
No,
photo.
please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not signed.
Fuller has to sign the note.
Stupid. The mailman, of course. Fuller should ask him tomorrow morning. He probably just forgot when he was posting the note.
It's not possible for me to wait till tomorrow. I wanted to pick up
No,
Fuller's...
please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's
Dziękuję.
not signed.
Ty.
Fuller has to...
Stupid.
Dobra.
It's not possible for me...
Potrzebujemy
Yeah.
podpis postmana według walkthrough. Podpis jest w szpitalu. Ale gdzie? Odwiedź mamę. Zobacz na kartkę.
The news of my mother's accident seems to have spread quickly.
O!
A couple of people have already sent flowers.
Aha! No i mamy, widzicie. To trzeba było zrobić, żeby ruszyć.
So many greetings and get well wishes. I think she's very active in the community, and she's probably got a lot of new friends here. Lots of different people have sent my mother cards. This one's signed P. Puck. Wait a minute. That's the mailman. The mailman signed it. So now I've got a sample.
No i super.
A card for my mother from Puck. Okay, good. I've got the original. I can...
No i mamy gotowe awizo. Mam nadzieję, że kurwa w tej paczce będzie też utrwalacz. Dobra, potrzebujemy utrwalacz. Dobra, mam gotowe awizo, idziemy do promenady.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work.
What do you want?
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. So how did you manage to scare up the old fart?
Yeah, I bumped into him in the town.
You were lucky. Here, Fuller's photo paper.
Much obliged.
Boże, nie mamy wszystkiego jeszcze. No chyba, że ocet.
A bottle of vinegar from the diner. An A4 size package. Fairly heavy. I better not unpack that here. Better.
Dobra, czy mamy już wszystko? I hope so. Może utrwalaczem może być ocet. Choć mi nie zaznaczyło, że mam utrwalacz w dzienniku. Utrwalacz. To nie mam wziąć utrwalacz.
First, I ought to get everything together that.
Kurwa! Utrwalacz. Dobra, gdzie jest utrwalacz? Tell me walkthrough. O! Czyli jednak coś trzeba zrobić z tymi dyskami.
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do with Fulla's secret door. But right now I've got more important things to do than snoop around after Fulla. This place in the floor is...
Kurwa. Czym ja mam to kurwa zrobić? Jak mam przesunąć deskę? Czym? Czym? Dobra, zobaczmy plażę. Zamek. Mur chiński. Dolina monumentu. Sfinks.
I can't just rip up the screen, but the screen can be pushed up out of the way.
O,
The photo
obcęgami.
backdrops are made from some kind of heavy material.
Obcęgi nic się nie zdadzą. To czym masz to zrobić? Nie masz nic. Nic.
The photo backdrops are made from some kind of heavy material.
Ja pierdolę. Ta gra. Skąd mam wziąć te rzeczy?
I wouldn't know how that would get me anything. I wouldn't know how.
Nic nie ma. Ja mam przesunąć tą deskę. I Zatrzaski tu są.
I don't want to open the grill.
Deski.
This place in the floor has definitely got something to do. This place in the floor is.
Nie mam nic, czego mógłbym użyć na tych deskach. Bez sensu. Jak mam te deski posunąć? Jak mam te deski posunąć? Deski podłogowe. Czym?
This place in the floor.
Nie mamy nic takiego.
The little wooden box. There are some kind of symbols on the lid.
Bez sensu. To wall, który nic nam nie mówi. Zobaczmy inne. A, to zrobiłem. Utrwalacz, jak jest po angielsku? Utrwalacz. Fixative. To gdzie jest fixer? Fixer solution. Wywoływacz, woda destylowana. Gdzie jest fixer? Ja pierdolę. Już nie ma tu nic więcej. Aha, wyciemnij. ciemni jest fixer. Musimy iść do ciemni. Czyli tam coś musi tu jeszcze być. O, utrwalacz jest.
A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there. But...
Dobra, mamy utrwalacz.
All right. Now I've got everything I need to develop the films.
No
Let's go.
Boże.
The film is in the developing drum. The developer's still missing.
Wywoływacz. Wywoływacz. Utleniacz, wywoływacz.
Good. Now the developer's oxidizing. It gives off electrons, which are then picked up by the silver ions in the light-sensitive layer of the film. The more light that falls on a location, the stronger the reaction, and so the place then turns darker. In short, the film is now being developed.
No Boże.
Okay, I guess the film has to be developed now.
Utrwalacz. Na ład. Woda destylowana.
That would be the stop bath. The dish is about half full with distilled water. The water stops the picture development.
Okej. Naczynie na wywoływacz. Wywoływacz.
That's enough. The developer also has to be diluted.
Utrwalacz. Diluted.
Oh well, that's the end of the fixer. But what was left ought to have stopped the development process. I hope everything's worked.
No Boże.
So far, so good. The film's developed. That's the first step. Now I have to make the prints. Let's see. I need photo paper and an enlarger. That's over there. Then I need developer. There's still enough in the bottle.
To jest powiększacz. Może gdzie mam to dać?
The film has been put in. I could turn the lamp on now, but that's not going to do too much if there isn't any paper below the lamp. An A4 size package. Ah, nice. 50 sheets.
Dobra, mam. Papier fotograficzny.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine for the picture to be projected properly. Then let's have a go. The longer I leave the lamp on, the more contrast the picture gets. Let's try it.
O Boże.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
A teraz do...
The dish is about half full with distilled water. The water stops the picture development.
Wywoływacz.
The developer first has to be diluted. It's much too aggressive.
Okej. Nie myślałem, że będę się bawił w
Great,
fotografa.
just as it should be. A dish with about half an inch of here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark. The photo's exposed and developed. Now all I have to do is wash off the developer fluid using distilled water.
Boże, mam nadzieję, że wyszło.
Nope. The picture's got too much contrast and is too light. I need to expose the paper for less time and also leave it in the developer for a shorter time as well.
O Boże. Shorter time.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from... Okay. Okay, I think that's enough time. Here we go.
Będzie beznadziejne na pewno. Boże, to jest trudne.
The contrast is good, but the picture's too light. Next time I need to leave the paper lying a bit longer in the developer.
Aha, dłużej. Dobra. Czyli tak, tutaj 4 sekundy.
The sheet is lying in the...
4 sekundy było ok.
Okay. Okay, I think that's enough time.
I dłużej w kąpieli.
Here we go.
O! Jest. Może teraz będzie dobre. Boże, proszę.
The contrast is good and the brightness is right too. But the picture itself is garbage. I can't do much about that. Maybe some of the other pictures are better.
Aha.
Well, at least the exposure and development times seem to be right. I'll try.
No Boże. Bez sensu. Po co to tak przedłużać?
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance... Okay then. Okay, I think that's enough time. Here.
Dobra, już.
Yes, I've really got it now. Brightness and contrast are correct. If Fuller only had any idea about photography, then maybe even the picture would be good too. Maybe the next one. This could well take some time. 36 pictures and not one of them actually any good. How can a guy take a beautiful woman like Angelina and then photograph her so badly? But I can't do much about that. The pics have been snapped and I gotta take them to her at the hotel. At least I get to see her again. And it's also not my fault that the pictures are bad.
Kto to?
What the?
O kurwa.
Mrs. Biba?
Nie otwieraj! Idiota.
Can I help you, Mrs. Biba?
Oh. What are you doing here? I thought you quit.
Yes. Yes, I have. I'm just picking up my stuff.
Oh. Right. Is Fuller there?
No, not at the moment.
Then, can you give him this? Give it to him personally. As soon as he gets back. I gotta go.
I feel sorry for her. There's something not right going on here.
Nie czytaj tego.
Could it help me get one over on Fuller? Huh. But I can't put Mrs. Biba in danger. She gives the impression she can't take much more. If I could secretly open the envelope, then I could look at what's inside and put the envelope in the mailbox later. That would keep Mrs. Biba out of trouble. But how can I open the envelope and close it again without Fuller noticing?
Nad świeczką. Nad świeczką. Boże, jak słońce świeci. Dobra, better. Dobra, więc możemy to zrobić u mamy. Nad tym. Ja bym zrobił nad czajnikiem gotującym się. Też byście tak zrobili? Dobra, weź czajnik. Na kuchence niech się gotuje i nad parą otworzysz list. To jest standard przygodówek. Nic zaskakującego. Nic.
Hey, the steam could undo the glue.
No właśnie.
Let's try.
No właśnie. No właśnie.
It's steaming.
Użyj.
The steam's loosening the glue. Got it. The paper hasn't torn and the glue still sticks. I can reseal the letter. But first, I want to see what's inside.
Cześć.
Holy, that's gotta be $1,500. There's some kind of blackmailing going on here. Mrs. Biber hates Fuller, and she didn't want her husband to see that I gave her a letter from him this morning. It would seem he knows nothing about it. But what's it about? Sex? Ugh, surely not with Fuller. Something to do with the diner, or from Biber's past? I'd love to send Fuller off to jail for blackmail. But first I gotta find out what he's blackmailing Mrs. Biber with. But tomorrow's another day. I'll put the letter in Fuller's mailbox and get myself ready for my date with Angelina.
Uuu. Randka z Angeliną. Randeczka z Angeliną. Będzie seks?
Angelina's photos have been developed, and I'd like to see the look on his face if he did.
Gdzie mam ten list dać? Gdzie jest skrzynka Fullera?
And I can only lock it for...
Gdziekolwiek jest skrzynka Fullera. A, tutaj. Po prostu w drzwi.
Hopefully he doesn't take too much pleasure in it.
Dobra, pozbyliśmy się listu. Idę sobie zalać kawę. Dobra, jestem. Dobra, zrobione. Musimy dać Angelinie list. Nice. Chronicles. Aż mi się przypomina gra Art of Murder. Śliczna posiadłość. Art of Murder. Chronicles of Mystery. To są też moje sentymenty. Chronicles of Mystery. I jeszcze Still Life. Still Life. I Postmortem. Postmortem. To są super gry. Boże, jak to pięknie. Ślicznie. Mógłbym tu mieszkać.
It's not exactly like the Florida or Californian beaches. The water here is way too cold to swim in it for long.
Może zmieńmy widok kamery, bo kiedyś była inaczej, pamiętacie? Myślałem sobie, że będzie od góry, ale nie do końca chcę, żeby była z tej strony. Boże, już nawet nie pamiętam, jak to było wcześniej. Dobra, nie kombinujmy na razie. Bez sensu. Zostawmy tutaj ją do góry. No, dobra, później się pobawię kamerą. Żeby inaczej była.
I'm not climbing down there without a good reason.
Boże, pięknie tu jest. Gramy od której?
The hotel seems to have few guests, but in this season you'd normally expect a bit more to be going on. Maybe the others have seen the weather report. There's a storm getting up, and who wants to be stuck in a hotel on the Atlantic in the rain?
Do 16:35 gramy. I robimy przerwę.
Both cars have main plates, so maybe they aren't even guests. Or maybe they're rental cars.
Jakbym zrobił troszkę w dół kamerę. Powiedzmy.
Plenty of people say that the New England coastal towns look Scandinavian, but I doubt if they build such big houses over there. I reckon this place was purposely built as a hotel. It's too big for an ordinary house. The owners probably live in some of the rooms. The majority are rented out. Looks very cozy. I bet you get a fantastic view of the whales from the veranda. But you know, that reminds me of my favorite film, Whales of August. That genius Vincent Price, in a really unusual role. Looks very, but you know. The mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship. You often get stormy weather coming off the Atlantic, along with powerful gusts of wind. If the hotel owner ain't quick, he can go look for his flags in Canada. Nothing to find.
Dobra, nic więcej tu nie ma.
There are a few magazines lying around here. Recommendations for trips, tourist information. Nothing of interest to me. Plants. I know as much about plants as I do about cars, and that's not very much at all. There's nothing in the pot apart from the plant. A private sign hangs on the door. The owner and his family live in this building.
Young man.
He owns the hotel. There are many small
Dobra, idę sobie kawę dokończyć. Dobra. Jestem.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
W ogóle demonium dostaniesz obecność. Demonium obecność. Ten, kto będzie miał najwięcej obecności w przyszłym tygodniu, będzie mógł wybrać grę, w którą zagra. Skończymy Black Mirror i wracamy do waszych gier. O nie, bo mnie zablokują. Kurwa, zapomniałem, dlaczego nic nie mówicie. Boże, mam nadzieję, że mnie nie zablokują.
You know my mother? Rebecca Michaels?
Rebecca? Well, of course! We sit together on the tourist board. You're her son? How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. She's lying in the hospital. She had a fall.
Oh, my dear boy, that's... I'll let my wife know right away. We'll send her a card.
Well, if you like.
So what are you doing here then? Shouldn't you be with your mother?
I'm gonna go see her again later.
Well, please, give her our best wishes.
Yes, of course. I've heard that you have poker games here every now and again. Could I maybe sit in on a game?
I ask you, please. This is a respectable hotel. We don't condone illegal gambling.
I'd like to get back into playing poker. I'd be interested in a blind man's white cane as a bet.
Yes, nice. We sometimes play a little game or two of poker here, but nothing public, quite private. Never for high stakes.
Wouldn't you say that for a blind man, a white cane would be quite a high stake?
He wanted to bet with it.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I think I'll inform the police about your game. I mean, that can't be right now, can it? You can't take a cane away from a blind man.
Well, go ahead and call the cops. I've got nothing to hide. I won the cane fair and square. You can ask the other players.
If you say so. So what was that again about the fair and square win in an illegal gambling game in a respected local hotel? What would Rosie think if I told her about it? What would other people think, in fact? Taking the cane from a blind man. What a devious, slimy character you are.
Oh.
No, please, don't do that. I am sorry. I really didn't want the cane, you know. Eddie just didn't have any more dough with him, and he threw it in as a guarantee.
How much did he stake on it, then?
Oh, it's not worth talking about. What's $100 anyway? You seeing him today? I could give you the cane. Give him my best, and tell him he can consider it a gift from a good old friend.
Mam laskę.
Well, great. I'll take it with me and pass it on to Eddie, then.
And give your mother my best when she wakes up.
Yeah. Does the hotel belong to you?
Oh, it sure does. My grandfather built it, and I've been running it for the past 15 years.
Do you live here with your family?
It's like this. The guests value the quiet family atmosphere here. It really is something quite special to stay in a small, family-run hotel. I can't bear those awful tower block hotels in the holiday resorts.
And at some point your children will take over the running of it?
Yes, I hope so. My daughter's studying to be a hotelier in Switzerland. I only hope that our hotel here doesn't end up being too small and provincial for her. My son, well, he's got rather different interests.
What's he doing then?
Now, he's a musician.
Really?
Yes. He even thinks he can make a living out of it.
Some people live very nicely from it. What does he play?
He plays an electric bass in a band. I think it's called punk rock.
And you're worried about that? I should be looking after my mother or beating the crap out of Fuller's fat face. But instead, I'm standing here with a stomach full of butterflies. I don't know what it is about her. But, man, I got it bad. All right, let's go.
Come in.
O, randka.
Hello, Angelina. Have I come at a bad time?
No, come in.
O,
I've got the pictures with me. Here.
Oh, great.
To be honest, it's anything other than great. The wrong lighting, pathetic composition. Fuller has really no idea what he's doing.
I thought that might be the case. I'm sure they would have been better if you'd taken them. How would you take my picture?
Well, your face should, well,
Just do it.
Huh?
Don't tell me that you, the would-be star photographer, haven't got a camera with you.
Sure, of course.
Come on, then. I still need a present for my parents' wedding anniversary.
Very nice. The light is perfect.
Have you been living here long?
Oh, I don't live here at all. I study in Boston. My mom just bought a house here a few months ago. What brings you here? Look over that way. Yeah, like that. Are you an actress or something like that?
You got it. I'm a famous English actress on my way to Hollywood. No, but seriously. I study literature and history in England.
I'm interested in English immigrants in America. Their aspirations, their dreams, their reality.
Wow, that's interesting.
If you say so, we'll see. I wanted to drift a bit, collect some life stories. I don't yet know exactly how I should organize the work.
My mother's from England, too. She came over here more than 20 years ago.
Really? Do you think I could talk to her?
That isn't possible at the moment. That's a very pretty bracelet.
Oh, thank you. I got it from my grandmother. She was always there for me. Unfortunately, she died last year.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Thanks, but you don't need to be. She was very ill at the end, you know? It was a relief for her. She gave me this bracelet shortly before she died. I'm sure you'll find it silly, but I always have the feeling that she's near me and looks after me. Perhaps we could do a few more special pictures? For your portfolio. I always wanted to have a few photos of myself as a model.
Oh, sure. I don't know, what did you have in mind?
Angelina?
I thought maybe like this.
Oh.
Or like this.
O Boże, ale kocica?
Or like this.
O. Kocica.
That's it. The film is full.
Oh, shame. I was just getting warmed up.
Na pewno.
What do you say we go for a meal?
Actually, I'm not hungry yet, but...
Tonight. In the diner. I'll pay. In return for the photos, okay?
Yes. Sure. Sounds good.
All right, then. See you tonight. Can you develop the pictures by then?
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh.
Jeez. That was certainly something.
Ten koleś.
Yes, Miss Angelina Morgan has a room here. Would you like to leave her a message, or would you like to go out?
How many nights has she booked?
Damn, no more pictures on the film.
I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to ask Miss Morgan herself. I can't.
All right.
Brown comb-back hair, a long straight nose, eyes close together.
Which room is she in, then?
I'll inform her that you're here. Mr.
That won't be necessary. I'll come back later.
Thin lips, sallow skin, angular face, pointed chin.
But please, don't tell her I was here. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Hello? What's wrong? Sir?
And he's gone. What does this guy want?
Jakie mamy zadanie?
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Since when has Miss Morgan been staying here?
You seem to be her friend. Ask her yourself. We run a very discreet hotel here.
Would that be the case if I were to leave a 20 on your counter?
Sorry?
Nothing. This guy, the one who was asking about Miss Morgan, had you seen him before?
Sorry, no. He came in and asked me a few questions. Then he disappeared. A strange fellow. Do you know him?
No, but I think he shouldn't be letting here, Miss Morgan.
Of course not. I call upstairs, and only when the young lady agrees do I let him up.
And he can't come creeping around here.
Well, that possibility can't be completely excluded. But you can only open the doors from outside with a key.
Well, great. I need to develop the pictures before my date, but I can't get into Fuller's darkroom anymore. So I'll have to get by with just domestic items. Mom's bathroom will make a great substitute darkroom. I've still got the remains of the photo paper. And I've got developer. I need a red light, 2 flat dishes, and a little acid to use as a fixer. And something to do the exposing with. A projector, for example. I'll write everything down so I don't forget anything. What a day.
Boże. O Boże! Naprawdę, aż tyle musimy zrobić? Masakra. Dużo jest do zrobienia. Wydaje mi się, że ta gra jest dłuższa niż jedynka.
There was something else.
Well?
Your blind man's cane.
Well, thanks. You know, you're smarter than you sound. Best put it by the door. Hey, listen, if I can help you out in any way, you just ask.
About the slide projector.
It ain't for sale.
I don't want to buy it. I just need it for a while. I want to borrow it. I did help you with the coin and got your blind man's cane back.
That's true. Okay, take the projector, but bring it back today.
Yeah, I'll bring it back today and undamaged.
Good. Good.
Dobra, mamy projektor.
I don't want to talk to...
Miski też mamy. 2. Myślę, że mamy wszystko. Nie mamy czerwonego światła jeszcze. Czerwone światło? Czerwone światło.
I don't want to bother her while she...
Czerwone światło? Skąd ja mam wziąć czerwone światło?
What would I want there?
U mamy nie będzie czerwonego światła.
The bathroom will make a good dark room. It's got no windows and it's tiled. I need 2 bowls, a makeshift fixer, and an enlarger. And of course, a red light lamp so I can see. I saw some on the chain of lights in front of the diner.
Czerwone światła przed diner. Że jednak musimy wrócić tutaj. No Boże. Złodziej.
Yes, this'll do for my red light. This chain of lights is gonna stay dark tonight.
Chyba już sobie nie poświecą. Genialne.
I certainly can't develop any photos here. Why? All right. I've got everything I need to develop the pictures. It's gonna take a bit of time, so let's get going.
Zrobił to sam. Great. Myślałem, że znowu będziemy musieli to robić. Ja pierdolę.
I've got the pictures. Huh. They've come out quite well, considering the conditions I had to develop them in.
Ooh, sexy
All the stuff that I
kocica.
need for developing is in the bathtub. I hope I won't be needing it for a while. I'm just gonna take Eddie's slide projector. I wish I could make some reprints of some of the pictures, but there's no more photo paper left. But I'm gonna keep at least one. I'll go and visit my mother one more time, and then...
Wieczór!
And you think that the guy is following me? A student from
Boże,
England?
ona jest śliczna.
No idea. I didn't say that he is following you. I only said that he might be. Perhaps it's me he's following.
It's all right, Darren. I didn't mean to upset you. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know. It's just all too much for me at the moment.
Złapali
My
się
mom's in the
rękę.
hospital, there's this thing with England, and then this guy.
Which thing with England?
Yeah, well, my mom, she gets money from England. A village called Willow Creek. Do you know it?
Yes. I even know roughly where it is.
I think it's a place where my mom worked as a cook.
And she still gets money from there? Her plum pudding must be heavenly.
That's the thing. I mean, that's more than 20 years ago. Who's sending her over $1,000 every month? And for what? I found this box next to the bank transfers.
Huh.
I've never seen it before. And that coat of arms with the 3 lions? That's an English emblem, isn't it?
It is.
What exactly are you doing?
Otworzyła.
I just thought you maybe wanted to see what's inside.
You know how to open it?
There were thousands of these caskets produced in the 19th century. There's a special kind of lock mechanism that's supposed to keep curious people out.
Well, it didn't really work.
What's inside?
A photo.
Zdjęcie. Czy to ona była żoną Batesa, kurwa, z 1, tego lokaja? Ja pierdolę.
A man and a woman in front of a wrought iron gate. Is that your mum? And the man, is that your father? Is there anything written on the back? Blackmere Castle, Willow Creek, England, October 1969. What's wrong?
My mom.
Darren?
She looks 5 months pregnant?
O kurwa. O kurwa. Rozdział 2. I co, zacięło się? Nie.
Darren Michaels? My name's Conley. I'm captain of the local police department.
Are you gonna arrest me?
No, we're not. But we need to talk to you. May I come in?
Sure.
Nie grałem w drugą część. Boże.
So,
You work in Fuller's photo studio, is that right?
not anymore. Not since yesterday.
Not anymore. Why?
The work atmosphere. I quit.
Quit? Or were you thrown out? Was there an argument?
Why? Has something happened to Fuller? Please say yes.
Well, yes.
Have you arrested him? Or did someone beat him up in a dark alley?
Would you be happy about that?
Only if it was painful.
He's dead.
Nie żyje.
He was stabbed to death in the early hours of the morning. We're still counting the wounds. Can you tell us anything about that?
No. Nothing you'd find fitting.
Someone must have been pretty angry with old Mr. Fuller. How angry were you with him, Darren?
So angry that I don't feel sorry that he's dead. But I've got nothing to do with it. Look, I saw him for the last time yesterday afternoon when he threw me out.
And you haven't been in the store since then?
No.
Darren, we found your
O
fingerprints
kurwa.
Of course, I worked there.
on the safe. Was that part of your job?
Look, what do you want?
Where were you last night?
I was in Biba's diner with a friend.
Correct. Angelina Morgan. You haven't known her very long, have you?
Do you have to be engaged if you want to go out with a woman in this town?
Very funny. Only if you did know her better, you might be able to explain why Miss Morgan murdered Mr. Fuller.
What?
Co?
She was practically caught red-handed.
Co?
Practically?
She was standing over Mr. Fuller's corpse, covered in blood. The whole thing could have only been clearer if we had a notarized, certified video of the murder.
That's crazy. Perhaps she found Fuller dead and wanted to help him.
That's what she claims, too. And what was she doing in Fuller's store in the middle of the night?
What do I know? Ask her.
We have. She says she was told to go there by a man on the phone.
By the guy following her.
Correct, by a stranger. That's why I'm here. Miss Morgan says that you told her about her pursuer.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hotel owner saw him too.
I've already been to see him. He confirmed that someone was asking after Miss Morgan, but he couldn't give us a proper description. Did you get a proper look at the man?
I did. His eyes are close together, and...
Not here. Come down to the station. We can do a photo fit there.
What about Angelina?
Yeah. Well, let's see what the guy you saw has to say about all this.
Give me a break. If he was the one who called, he's not gonna admit it.
If there was a call in the first place. Please, come as soon as possible. We need that photo fit.
Ja pierdzielę. Dobra, na tym kończymy. Drugi rozdział zaczniemy po przerwie. Się zaczyna. Już pierwsze morderstwo. No, I love this game. A jeszcze mamy trzecią część. Boże, jak słońce mi świeci. A jeszcze mamy trzecią część. I jeszcze remake. Także będzie się działo. Także robimy przerwę. Zjem sobie coś. I do zobaczenia later. Bye.